Students, my name is Arun Poddar. So today we are going to discuss about unit number 2, that is machine instructions and program. That is lecture number 3. Now let us go through the content that we are going to discuss in this lecture. That is memory locations and addresses, byte addressability, big Indian and little Indian assignment. Now we'll go to memory locations and addresses. So as you can see in the picture, this picture shows the structure of memory locations. That is how the memory looks for storing a word information, or you can say a computer information. So numbers and characters, operands as well as instructions are stored in the memory of a computer. So as I said, whatever the numbers or it may be operands, first it is stored into the memory in the form of this structure, or you can say in the form of words. So as I told in the last session, that is the memory usually consists of large number of storage cells. So these cells are used to store a bit of information having the value of 0 or 1. So when an input device accepts or a program accepts the input, so the program will be converted into a binary language. So each bit 0 and 1 will be stored in a single cell. So there will be a number of cells. So number of cells constitutes a memory. So each cell can store one bit of information. So since a single bit represents a very small bit of information, bits are not handled individually. So what happens if there are hundreds of bits? So you cannot handle hundreds of bits one at a time. So handling of single bit one at a time becomes difficult. So one of the approach is used by them is groups of fixed size, means a number of bits or a small number of bits are used as a group. So we make a number of cells as a group. So the memory is organized so that a group of n bits can be stored or retrieved in a single basic information. So if you want to retrieve information, and if you retrieve bit by bit, it takes a very long time. So what we do is we store, or you can say we store the information in the form of a group of bits. So a single word contains n number of bits. So these n bits are stored in a single word. So like this, a number of words are stored. So as you can see in the picture, it's the example of encoded information in a 32-bit word. So 32 means bit means it contains 8 bytes. So modern computers have word lengths ranging from 16 to 64 bits. So it may be 32 bit or 16 bit or 64 bit. So here you can see here it starts from the 0th bit to 31st bit. So the 0th bit is the starting point. It's called as least significant bit, and the leftmost it's called as most significant bit. So how a signed integer is stored? Now signed integer is an integer number which is used to store its sign as well. So if it is a power of negative or positive, that information is also stored in the signed integer. So as you can see here, in the last bit, that is b31 equal to 0 for positive integer, that is if this bit of the number is 0, it means the number is positive. If it is 1, it is negative. So if the word length of the computer is 32 bits, suppose if the word length is 32 bits means 8 bytes, so a single word can store 32 bit, 2's complement information or 4 ASCII characters. So here each character occupies 8 bits. So if suppose there are 4 characters, as I told, it is converted into a ASCII character. So suppose there are 4 ASCII characters. So each character, suppose these are the 4 characters. So each character will be stored in the form of 8 bits. So total it will be 32-bit character. So these entire it is called as a single word. Now, a unit of 8 bits is called byte. So, as you know, if 8 bits constitute a single byte, so a machine instructions may require one or more words for their representation. So, memory is accessed to store or retrieve a single item of information, either a word or a byte, which requires distinct name of addresses for each item location. So, as I told, whatever the information is stored, it will be fetched from the memory either in the form of a word or a byte. So, there may be number of words or number of bytes. So, accessing them requires address having different addresses for different words. So for that we use address locations for each of the word. So these numbers are used from 0 to 2 raised to k minus 1, that is for some value of k. So which are the addresses of successive locations in the memory. So the first location is over, the next location is calculated using this formula. So for suitable amount of k, the 2k addresses constitute the address space. So this 2k is called as number of address space of the computer, which means a memory can have up to 2k addressable locations or 2k addressable memory. Now next topic will go for byte addressability. Now what is this byte addressability? So as I told in the previous session, there are three basic information quantities, that is bit, byte and word. So a byte is always 8 bits and word length, as I said in the previous slide, typically ranges from 16 to 64 bits. So word length you can say is the collection of bits. Now, how to give the addresses to the each of the byte? So, if you are fetching the information by word or byte, so each byte should be accessed with different addresses. So, you have to give different addresses for different bytes. So, one of the assignment we can do here is we can have successive addresses of referring to successive byte locations. Now, this is the assignment used in most modern computers. So, this is called as byte addressable memory. Now, usually the byte locations have the addresses 0, 1 and 2. Now, suppose if the word length of the machine is 32 bits. Now, if 32 bits means it consists of 8 bytes. So, it consists of 4 bytes. So the successive words are located at addresses 0, 4, 8 with each word consisting of 4 bytes, because 1 byte contains 8 bits. So 32 bit contains 4 bytes. So each successive words will be located at the addresses with 4 byte difference, that is 0, 4, 8, again you can have 12, 16, 20, then you can have 20 successively up to 31 bits. Now the next topic we will go for is Big Indian and Little Indian assignments. Now what are these Big Indian and Little Indian assignments? So there are two ways to assign byte addresses across words. So as I repeated in the slide, byte address is used for giving the address to each of the byte. So there are two types of assignment done. One is the Big Indian and Little Indian. Now what is this Big Indian? Big Indian is used whenever lower byte addresses are used for the most significant bit. That is, suppose the bits are starting from 0, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So the 0th bit will be assigned at the most significant, which means leftmost byte of the word. Little Indian assignment, whereas is the opposite of Big Indian. Here the lower byte addresses are used for less significant, means it is used as the rightmost of the word. So it is also necessary to specify the labeling of bits within a byte or a word. That is, we have to label at what is the starting address of that byte. So beginning assignment is the most natural ordering for encoding of numerical data. Now whatever the ordering I have said is the same ordering used for labeling bits within a bytes. That is, if there are, suppose as you can see here, there are 8 bits. So it starts from 0 bit to 7 bits, that is from left to right. But some of the computers can have reverse ordering also. Now here you can see here there is a diagram showing Big Indian and Little Indian. So as I told, in Big Indian assignments, this is the left one, the lower byte addresses are used at the most significant bit. So 0 is the lowest in this location, that is in this word. The lower byte address is 0 is used at the most significant bit. But when you see at the Little Indian, here the lower byte address is 0, but here it is used at the least significant bit. So that's the difference between Big Indian and Little Indian. Now let's go to the summary that we have discussed in this lecture. So here in this session we have studied about the structure of memory locations. That is how the memory location is structured and how information is stored. Next we have studied about byte addressing, how addresses are given to each of the byte, and also the representation of instructions in memory. And also we have studied Big Indian and Little Indian assignments. Thank you. Thank you.